Hello, welcome to Module 4 and to Time Out with Tom. Before we get started this week, I want to welcome us all back because we had a long sort of hiatus between the start of the last module and the end. Okay, if you haven't finished up on that, please, do so within the next day or two. Also, I want to remind everyone that our first project, the teacher recruitment and selection process plan, is due on March 3rd. Okay? A couple of you have already sent me some of your draft work, and that's great. I encourage more of you to do that, even if it's not, quite where you want it to be, to get some feedback. The thing to remember about this is I want you to imagine that you've been put in charge of hiring a teacher. Okay? It doesn't matter who it is, what subject it is, what area it is, you pick that. And if you had your druthers, as they used to say, or you could do it any way you want, what would be the way you would do it? Do you think would be best practice? Take me or the reader from recruitment, very, very specifically, even how you go through resumes, etc., through selection, okay? Don't forget to include details such as if you're going to do a demonstration lesson, well, provide the reader with a plan for that. What's the criteria that you're going to use to evaluate candidates when they come and do the demo lesson? Okay? How are you going to recruit people? What methods, specific methods, are you going to use? Are you going to use social media? If so, which? Are you going to do a job fair, or are you going to recruit at colleges and universities? If so, which and how? All right? Answer who, what, when, where, and why, okay, for each one of the sections, and you'll be good, okay? All right, the other thing that I want to mention too is make sure you include some questions that you would ask if you were doing a reference check, okay? Very specific questions. Given this day and age, I don't think we can ever be too careful. Okay? All right, good. And please, by all means, do contact me with your written drafts or any ideas that you may have. I'm here for you. Take advantage of me. You're paying money for this. All right? All right, good. Now, this week, we're going to look a little bit more closely at the interview and selection process and look at some of the legal or ethical aspects of it. You have a what we used to call an inbox activity. I'll call it a simulation, if you will, where you're given a problem about a principal and a committee that's involved in a selection process. And I'd like you to come up with a well-reasoned answer one way or another. Okie doke? All right. You have a great week. And please, keep those questions coming as well as your drafts. Be well.